What role did Martin Van Buren Bates play in the Civil War? What role did Martin Van Buren Bates play in the Civil War? This question leads us to a fascinating figure who was not only a soldier but also a man of remarkable stature and determination. Martin Van Buren Bates served as a soldier for the Confederate States Army during the American Civil War. He began his military journey as a private in the Fifth Kentucky Infantry. His dedication and skill allowed him to rise through the ranks, eventually becoming a lieutenant and later a captain. Bates fought bravely near the Cumberland Gap, a strategic location during the war. Unfortunately, he was severely wounded in battle, which would have been a turning point for many. However, his story does not end there. Bates was captured and imprisoned at Camp Chase in Ohio. Despite the odds, he managed to escape captivity, showcasing his resilience. During his service, Bates was involved in combat operations and worked against guerrilla bands that caused chaos in Kentucky and Virginia. These groups were not strictly aligned with either the Union or the Confederacy, often committing acts of robbery and violence against civilians. Bates took a stand against these guerrillas, leading efforts to suppress their activities. One notable operation involved a nighttime attack on a gang's hideout, resulting in many guerrillas being killed or captured. Bates's experience in the war was deeply personal as well. His brother was murdered by Union sympathizers, which drove him to seek justice. In response, Bates gathered a group of men to capture those responsible. He detained the accused along with their families and prepared to execute 8 men by hanging. This act illustrates the brutal nature of some conflicts during the Civil War, especially in border states like Kentucky. Before the war, Bates was a schoolteacher and was attending university in Virginia. His extraordinary height of 7 feet 9 inches made him a notable figure even before his military service. His military role was significant as he actively engaged in both conventional and irregular warfare during the Civil War. Martin Van Buren Bates's story is one of bravery, personal loss, and the harsh realities of war.